Down it goes again, along with Oliver trying to stop it. He grabs hold of the piano, he gets dragged down the steps along with it to the bottom. Laurel and Hardy, once again, we're finally here. This is the movie that I love probably the most. As I've been asked before in the past, what my favourite short film, or what my favourite movie of Laurel and Hardy is, between features and shorts. And honestly, it is a toss up between Sons of the Desert, Bratz, and The Music Box. Let me just check the year of The Music Box. It was 1932. And I do believe, if memory serves me correctly, this is the only film that they actually won an Academy Award for. It is a timeless classic. There are two delivery men in this short film that are delivering a piano to a house. And the attempt that they have to do to get it there. At the beginning of the movie, horse and cart, piano on back. They stop, ask a postman where the address of this house is at, and he points up. That's the house right up there. And there's this colossal amount of steps up a hill to this house. And they spend the first section of this movie actually trying to push this piano up this flight of steps. And like, you're talking, gosh, how many steps would that be? Like maybe a couple of hundred steps. Like, you know, you've got like 15 steps or so up, then a bit of a pathway across, and another 15 steps up, halfway across. And they are trailing this piano up this flight of steps, and there's so many times where something happens where the piano actually falls to the bottom of the steps again. There's a mother with her child in a pram as the first obstacle they meet in the steps, and they're trying to help her get around the piano, and in the attempt to do that they actually accidentally push the piano backwards. It rolls down the steps to the bottom again. They're back up to the top, get to the doorway of the house, their destination. They ring the doorbell. They forget to actually hold the piano in place. It rolls back towards the steps. Down it goes again, along with Oliver trying to stop it. He grabs hold of the piano, he gets dragged down the steps along with it to the bottom. Again, they get to the top. Eventually they get to the house. When they do, they meet the same postman they met at the beginning of the film on his rounds again, and he's like, you didn't pull this the whole way up those steps. You didn't have to do that. That roadway leads right the way around up to here. So they're thinking, oh, we are such idiots. The postman leaves. What do? Instead of finishing the delivery to the house, they lift the piano again, carry it back down the steps, load it back onto the horse and cart, bring it right up the hill again. Slapstick comedy at its flippin' finest, guys. That part of the movie alone where I was just like, oh gosh, that is so silly they did that. That's brilliant. Then there's a whole other calamity of actually getting into the house. The owner isn't there. They come up with the idea of getting a block and tackle and hoisting the piano up onto the balcony of the house on the top floor, taking it down the stairs, putting it into the living room. That way when the owner gets home, it'll be delivered and ready for them. So yes, that happening alone is absolutely brilliant. Gosh, I don't want to get into too many more details about this because you've not seen The Music Box. If I just destroy everything that happens in this movie for you, some of the falls out of the house, Oliver at one point falls out of the top floor into a little pool below that, and the piano falls out on top of him into the water. When they eventually get it set up in the living room and the owner turns up, he goes ballistic because, as far as he's concerned, these idiots have delivered the piano to the wrong house. He hates pianos. So, this movie is absolutely priceless. That opening sequence of them trying to get up the steps alone before they even get to the house, all the stuff that happens in there, slapstick comedy gold. But that part at the beginning of the movie where they're trying to get that piano up the steps to the house in the first place, and the countless, well, not countless, like a few times the piano rolls to the bottom of the steps again, is absolutely brilliant. In fact, at a time, I was considering, and if you don't know this about me, from time to time, I do make indie film projects. I've got about 5 of them online over on a Vimeo account under the name Here's Rodders. If you're interested in that sort of stuff, go and check it out. But at a time, if I had a choice of something that I would love to take on as not so much a remake but as a tribute, I would take The Music Box in a heartbeat. This is just one of these things that is, at the same time, in my mind, this is a short film that should never be remade. But if I did have a choice and someone says, right, we're going to fund you whatever you need to do this, give you the cast you want, everything you need to get it done, if someone gave me the offer, I would tackle this in a heartbeat. But it would never ever be as good as the original Music Box. This is Laurel and Hardy at their finest, and if you haven't seen this before, you've missed out, guys. Definitely. If you don't know who Laurel and Hardy is, and I know that's hard to believe that everybody knows who Laurel and Hardy is, but I do personally know a few people that haven't heard tell of Laurel and Hardy before, have never seen any of their stuff before. So it does happen. If you are one of these unfortunate people that don't know who Laurel and Hardy is, and you want to check out some of their stuff, this is definitely The Music Box. This is the place for you to start. Absolutely brilliant. Love this movie. Never gets old.